Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simp, and All Subjects channel. Shout out to all my supporters, whether it be the encouragement, whether it be the financial, whatever it be. Shout out to you. May the Most High, the real Most High, the one who really is the most powerful, protect you and guide you and lead you in the truth and increase the amount of money that you possess in your bank accounts and on your cards, and increase the material possessions that you own and possess and the value thereof. May he protect you from all the evil people in your city, all the evil people in the places that you go, and may he judge those that plot against you. With that being said, this is Sunday Sermon. I am Prophet Howard. Whether you want me to be or not, you can't stop it. You can't even, at this point, you can't even slow it down. It's going, y'all. It's happening, man. It's happening. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. If anybody has experienced the authenticity and the realness and the actuality of the Most High God, I would say I'm one of those people. You wasting your time telling me he don't exist. You've been mentally slow, goofy, freaking weirdo. Nobody can tell me that at this point. Nobody can tell me that the Most High is not merciful. Nobody can tell me that the Most High is not patient, long-suffering with us. The world's still up, and though these people talking slick to him and in his presence, he still gives us more time. He still shows us what we need to see about people. The No Matrix concept was built on things that I learned from him. And we need y'all to continue to support. Yes, financially. Because I'm days away from moving. When I do, I said that I can't share everything with y'all because the enemies could be watching. But I'm going to tell you that I will do my part to try to make things better in the world, you know. You ain't gotta worry about me scandal. I'm letting you know I'm gonna get me some cat. Okay? So you don't gotta worry about no scandals. You know, I'm telling you, just like I told the Most High, like, hey, listen, man. I ain't gonna sneak around. I ain't gonna be crazy with it. But I'm letting you know, ain't no woman or no concept. And we finna talk about this somewhat. This is somewhat in line with what we finna talk about. Ain't none of y'all concepts finna limit me or oppress me. Ain't none of y'all concepts gonna lead me down a road that's not gonna benefit me. Yeah. It's not. So when you give to this, what I'm doing over here, your giving is not gonna be in vain. And I'm gonna show you every step of the way, because I always believed during my whole entire ministry that when people are supporting you, they should know what you're doing, and you should be showing them what you're doing. You know? It's been over 20 years. And I thank the Most High for not putting me out there too soon, because it was a whole lot of stuff that I needed to see, that I needed to learn before I got out there, man, for real. For real. And I'm truly grateful that not only did he allow me the time to see a lot of those things, but he's still showing me things. And then I'm glad Because think about it, man. You take the wrong people with you, and ain't no telling what they gonna do. Sometimes you gotta do stuff on your own, or you gotta give it time and give him time to put those people in there that's gonna be with you like that, that's gonna be down with you like that. Everybody don't understand. Everybody don't understand me sitting up here preaching with a black t-shirt and a hat on like this, a baseball cap. And my brewer's finna do it, y'all, but we'll talk about that later. But what I want to talk to y'all today about, I entitled this. I don't even know if the title gonna fit, like in the YouTube bar. The truth will make you free. The devil will still kill, destroy, and blind your mind. Now, these sayings are a mixture of scriptures that I wrote down and that I'm going to cover in this Sunday sermon. So, one more time, I tell y'all to support and act like you in church, because you are. Okay? Now, you wouldn't go to church without an offering, would you? So if you got the means, then by all means, Cash App preferably, super thanks if that's what you must. But let's get into the content. Enough of that. The truth, I wrote this down. I wanted to start out by giving y'all this saying. The truth is freedom. The truth is escaping the matrix. When you learn the truth about friendships, when you learn the truth about relationships, when you learn the truth about money, when you learn the truth, most importantly, about the Most High, when you learn the truth about health, whatever it may be, it's going to set you free from something. Because the truth has always tied to freedom. If you bound up, you ain't got the truth, or you don't believe the truth, or you not embracing the truth. If anything got you tied down or tied up, you're not embracing the truth. Women, we taught that you can only have one. That's not biblical. We taught that you're supposed to work it out, death do us part. That's for them. Death do us part is for them. Like, if a man can divorce a woman if she's not up to par, Deuteronomy 24, 1-3, that's God's law. But where do you see it for women? You don't. They can't. Come on, man. John 8:32 says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Ain't that what I told y'all? Now, this is coming from the Son, one of the sons of God. Yeah. Now, John 10:9 says, the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. Anytime you're dealing with a thief, you're dealing with stealing, you're dealing with possibly dying, and something of yours will be destroyed. Whether it's busting the window of your car or something. He said, I come so that they will have life and have it abundantly. Anytime you saw any of the sons of God preaching or bringing a word or anything, abundance is always tied to it. Not bind, you're not going to be bound. Abundance is going to be tied to it. Freedom is going to be tied to it. So if you're hearing people preaching about the Messiah and it's not freedom tied to it, not freedom to sin, but freedom from sin and freedom from the obligations of people. James 4:7. Submit, therefore, to the Most High. Resist the devil. I'm finna show y'all something about the devil. And she will flee from you. You do realize that the chief devil is not the only devil. You have what we call Satans. You have demons. You have those who are influenced by such. You classify them all as the devil, all as the church of Satan, all as darkness, all as the enemy. So we could do it like this. When he says, resist the devil and she will flee from you, we could put something else in there. We could put people's names in there, can't we? I wouldn't do it like that, because you don't want to put nothing on nobody. You want people to be able to get it right. But resist the devil. Remember, the devil can be anything that steal, kill, or destroy, right? Anything in life that'll steal from you, kill, or destroy is the devil, right? If you understand the Bible, you know that in some situations the devil is an actual being, but in some situations the devil is a concept. In our day, marriage is the devil. You know why? Because it can steal, it will kill, and it'll destroy. Her side dude will come kill you, and you won't even know about it. How many times it done happen? How many times it done happen? Submit yourself, therefore, unto God, unto the Most High. Resist the drugs. You flee from it. You say the devil. But whatever the devil is, if you resist, it'll flee. If you know the truth, you shall be free. Now let's look at the definition of the word resist. To withstand the action or effect of. Y'all see what I'm doing? Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? To refrain from doing or having. So if you was married, right? And you said after your first mistake, I'm not getting married no more. For some men, that's resisting the devil. If you said after your first bankruptcy, I'm not going bankrupt no more. From now on, I'm going to do this. That's resisting the devil. Now, when it says submit yourself, therefore, to God, to the Most High, there's ways to that. That's the first part of it. Knowing him, he's the truth, sets you free. If you need people who don't know him to tell you about him, then you ain't gonna know him either. You better go to people who know him for them to tell you about him. And you over here with one. Y'all be listening to dudes who marketing themselves. Big church, nice suit. And they don't know the first thing. You don't believe me? Didn't he say in Matthew 7:21, not everybody is saying to me, Master, Master, shall inherit the kingdom? Didn't he say that? Okay. Submit yourself, therefore, to God. How do we do this? Remember he said, loving him with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, and all your strength. So that means that everything in our life has to bounce off of him. We need to go to him and figure it out, because men will mislead you. Remember, some of them is blind. Remember he said the blind lead the blind? So you got to be careful with them. And I would say with me too, like, listen, you don't just take what I'm saying. Go research if what I'm saying is the truth. To refrain from doing or having. Remember, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Resisting, you refrain from doing or having whatever is the devil. Whoever is the devil. Stealing, killing, destroying. So you don't get to mean y'all kids, you don't get no stolen cars. I don't care who you know. That guy is not your friend when he try to pick you up in a stolen car. That is the devil. That's how you have to look at it. That's how you got to look at it. So to refrain from doing or having. If you are addicted to, just say that H drug, refrain from doing or having. That means that the person that you was buying it from you have to look at them like they are the devil. You have to look at them like they're going to take you down to hell and cause you to be cast into the lake of fire. That's how you have to look at it. And you can't submit to the Most High until you look at things and people like that. Now, of course, there are going to be some cases where you just want to let your light shine, but you got to have the discernment to know these things. You don't sit and argue with no woman. You trying to get her to submit to you. Especially if she in the church, she already knows she's supposed to submit to you. You dump her, you divorce her, and you stay by yourself until you find one that'll submit to you. And if she do the same thing, try to submit to you at first, and then down the line she switch up, you dump her too. You can get divorced 90 times if you want. I wouldn't suggest it because the system is in their favor. In their favor. Resist the devil. Remember the title of this, the truth will make you free. The devil will steal, kill, and destroy and blind your mind. Right? Now 2 Corinthians 4:4. It says, in whose case the God of this world, the devil, has blinded the minds of the unbelieving so that they will not see the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of the Most High. Now, what did he tell the rich young ruler who thought he had it all together? He told him to go and sell all that he have, right? After he told him, if you will enter in life, keep the commandments. I mean, he was kind of trolling dude. He knew that dude thought that he was keeping all them commandments. But what he really was, he just was religious on the outside. He really didn't care about people like that. Kind of like a lot of the ones we know now, huh? How we know that rich young ruler wasn't a pastor? We don't know, do we? He could have been. Think about it. Why would he tell him to go sell everything he got and give to the poor? To me, I believe dude was a pastor. And he taught him, so dude, listen. Remember, when you looking at the words of the Messiah, you looking at the words of the Father of the Most High. That's what it means by the image. Like, when you see him, you seeing the Father. You seeing how the Father carry himself, how he looked, so on and so forth. So, the truth is freedom, yo. The truth is how you're going to escape the matrix. Right now, I'm going to tell you how I am and where I am with the Most High. Right now, the Most High is ready to teach me more. You know, I'm teaching you what I've learned thus far, but he ready to teach me more. And sometimes he got to get you by yourself, away from people who don't believe in you. Some of y'all are scared to relocate. You supposed to been gone. You can't learn because you around all these people who think they know you, but all they do is put you down. You think that's how the Most High look at you? You in a city just because you went to school there. Because you know the streets. What if you a prophet? Like me. You will never reach your potential because it's going to always be some people who believe you and believe in you. But it's when you live in your hometown, all they gonna see is who you were. They're not gonna see who you are now and who you gonna become. That's why a lot of time you gotta go somewhere you don't know. People be like, why you going to Arizona? All them white people down there. Man, listen, white people listen to me. I get along with them as long as they don't get on that weirdo stuff. I get along with them. I get along with all types of people. And you going down there and you ain't gonna get nothing done. You going, I was supposed to have been there. So you can't tell me I ain't gonna get nothing done. That's just not true. I don't know how long the season gonna be, but I know this been meant. And some of y'all, you can't get nothing done because you around all them people that don't believe in you. You haven't went to the place full of your open doors. You trying to stay close to home and the people looking at you like a bum and you not a bum. They don't respect your talent. They don't appreciate your talent. All they can see is if you down. That's all they can see. They can't see when you up. A lot of them gonna be jealous. That's why you gotta get away from around them and get around people that's going up with you, that's seeing you going up. You gonna get more done and you gonna have more of a better friendship, partnership, relationships with those than you will with them people who only see you what you was back there. I talked about downplaying. Nobody gonna get downplayed like the person living in their hometown. Now, I'm gonna always be a Brewers fan. I'm gonna always be a Bucks fan. Now, I'm the type that I ain't gonna just root for no one team sometimes. I'm gonna root for the teams where I'm at too. So I'm gonna be with the Bucks, but I'm gonna be watching the Suns too. I'm gonna be with the Brewers, but I'm going to be watching the Arizona Diamondbacks too. I'm going to be with the Packers, but I'm going to be hoping the Cardinals win. Y'all some weirdos with this little, they be trying to be monogamous with everything. Listen, man, I'm going to show you. Football-wise, I root for 4 main teams, right? And I'm going to show you why I root for them too. The Packers, the Browns, the Raiders, and the Cardinals. Now, when they get past those teams, then I root against team. Like as much as I like my home, I don't want the Chiefs. I don't like Kelsey to, here's another chance for me. Yeah, he be overacting. Man, shout out to Jalen Hurts and Saquon. Man, y'all did me a favor last year, man. But now I want y'all to lose too. Yeah. So how I root for my teams. Then as we go, I root against the teams that I'm tired of seeing them win or something like that. Like, I got tired of the 49ers, man. And I played for the 49ers when I was little. We went undefeated and won the championship. But no, 49ers, no. I'm going to always cheer for the Raiders because when I used to play, they was trying to give me a training camp contract. which I could have possibly made their team. So I always cheer for them because I like Al Davis. I like the way Al Davis did things, and I like the way he used to think. Now his son is, I think his son is in control. But, you know, so that's how I root. Basketball, I'm Bucks first. I was rooting a little more for SGA than Halliburton, but I wouldn't have cared if Halliburton won. Only thing that was making me want him to lose is how he keep beating the Bucks. But I don't like when like the superstars act like everybody gotta be on their team for them to win. That make me root against. I like Steph Curry as a player, but I wanted him to lose. I like LeBron as a player. I like how he conducted himself with his family and stuff, but I wanted him to lose. That's how I do. Baseball, I'm Brewers first. Hey, listen, I probably won't be rooting for no Diamondbacks this year. Unless the Brewers lose. Then I'm going to want the Diamondbacks to win. Yeah. They cracking the Dodgers, man. Usually they have more problem with the Dodgers, but the Brewers done got their pitching together. But let's get back to this. So anything and anybody that is the devil or acting like the devil, the Bible tells us to resist them. You got to go by the scripture, man. So the scripture tells you as a man, you're the head. So you don't take nothing off of her. She's supposed to be following you. Just because she having sex with you and she probably not. You know how they do now. That don't mean ish. She's supposed to be following your lead, or you go by yourself or with someone else who will. Simple as that. Anything else, you're going to annoy the Most High. That's idolizing women. You're not supposed to idolize nobody. If you're not going with what the scriptures say, that's idolatry. And remember, idolatry said what? What? Had a part in the lake of fire. You worshiping a woman. You trying to treat her better than you treat the Most High. You cop and plea and begging her, and you ain't talked to the Most High in 2 years. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. So, what else do I want to talk about? So it tells you to submit to the Most High, and it tells you to resist the devil. The Most High wants you to have abundant life. The devil wants you to be poor, miserable, depressed, upset, frustrated. So you got to resist the devil. The Bible says casting down imaginations and everything that exalts itself against the Most High. Why? Because it wants to steal. It wants to kill. It wants to destroy. And it wants to blind your mind. And if you look in the book of Revelation as to the end result of people who got their minds blinded is torment. Now, it says he wants to give you life and abundant life at that. Abundant life. Abundant life. The Most High want to teach you about money. He want to give you abundant life on the earth as well as beyond. But you letting the devil blind your mind. You not resisting the devil. When you again, let me say this again in closing. Part of resisting the devil is resisting people. Sometimes you got to avoid. Sometimes you got to stay away from them. You got to build yourself up so you can conquer them if they try to conquer you. Remember, it says a good man would not suffer his house to be broken into by the thief. This is my house right here. You got to be ready to resist in whatever way possible, in whatever way needed. What I look like listening to somebody, oh man, this ain't gonna hurt you, man. This gonna make you feel good. And it's something that millions or hundreds of thousands of people that I've been addicted to, and some of them died. You are the devil. Something that the most high called abomination, and somebody you can't knock what you gonna try. You're the devil. Somebody that's using you for something, pretending to be something or somebody else to get something out of you. Devil. You give where and to who you want. Resist the devil, and you resisting, stealing, killing, destroying, and getting your mind blinded. What it's basically telling us is y'all need to do that devil and everything associated with her, everybody, since sometimes it's going to be people that you don't want to be like this.